Hey, before you hitch up and head out, listen up. These aren't just tips. They're the hard-earned, road-tested rules that have saved us time, trouble, and maybe even our hides more than once. If you love camping, kayaking, or just wandering off the beaten path, this list might just change how you travel. Welcome to Living the Journey, where we take the scenic route, pack a little wisdom, and always keep it real. 1. Always arrive during daylight. Rolling into a new site after dark can be a rookie move. You want daylight to be able to check for low-hanging branches, awkward slopes, or that mystery puddle that's deeper than your trailer hitch. Sure, there are emergencies like an accident that took you 2 hours to get through. I know it happens, but if at all possible, get there in daylight. 2. Always walk the site first. Even if it's just a quick loop on foot, walk it. That curb you didn't see? That low-hanging branch? And the fire ant mound near the water hookup? Yeah, they show up fast when you back in blind, and then a branch rips through the side of your camper. That can ruin your trip fast. 3. Backing in is better than backing out. When possible, back in or pull through your campsite, especially if the exit route is unclear. Being able to pull out forward in an emergency while under stress is safer and faster than trying to turn around under pressure. I've seen campers want to go campsite to campsite with their friends. Sure, sounds good, until you try running your power cords, sewer hoses, and water lines. Oh, and when 3 other campers pinch you in overnight? That's always fun when you are trying to leave early the next morning. Back in the right way the first time. You will thank yourself. It'll save you big hassles. Stick around, because near the end of this list, there's a trick no one talks about that could literally save your life. 4. Trust locals for food, not Google. Best barbecue in town? Ask the camp host or the gas station guy. The Google algorithm doesn't know about the trailer smoker behind Joe's Auto that serves killer ribs on Friday nights only. You can thank me for this one by giving me a like. 5. Kayaking? Scout first, float second. Every water launch looks calm until it's not. Walk the bank, check current, look for obstructions. A kayak trip should be peaceful, not a rodeo. Oh, and when you're looking at launch sites, think about how it will be getting your gear out of the water. That hill that helped you launch will be a problem at the end of the trip when you're tired, or a real mess if it's raining and muddy. 6. Keep a grab bag in the truck for emergencies. Not in the camper, not under a bed, in the truck. First aid, headlamp, water, poncho, battery bank, maybe a few snacks. Emergencies don't always occur while you're hooked up and ready. You'll be very happy if you need it. 7. Charge it all. Twice. Flashlights, phones, GoPros, fans. If it needs juice, check it before you head out on your trip and often while traveling. Don't assume you'll have power tomorrow. One outage, one blown fuse, and your just fine becomes just fried. I carry a small 2,500-watt generator with me and 2 to 5 gallons of fuel for it. That fuel can also be used in my truck if I need it. The generator? It came in handy once when a storm knocked out the campground power. I was up and running, and so were my neighbors thanks to that generator. I ran cords to a few folks around me, and in return, they fed us dinner. And yes, the steak was good. 8. If it's a scenic spot, get the shot. That sunset on the water? Don't say, "We'll get it tomorrow." Things change, clouds roll in, kayakers show up, you leave early. Shoot it when you see it. Been there, done that, made that mistake and still regret it. 9. Fire pit is to sit and relax, not gather and stoke. A good fire isn't a bonfire. Small, steady burns mean more conversation time and less firewood. Plus, you don't need your eyebrows singed. Gather wood during the day and have it ready to go so you don't need to go searching during campfire time. I always like to store mine in a dry area. I prefer under the camper. That way, when that surprise thunderstorm hits while you're out, you'll come back to dry firewood. Another tip related to campfires, I always carry some sort of fire starter, usually lighter pine, because it's worth the tiny bit of truck space and saves a whole bunch of time. And number 10. The bolt cutter rule. Yes, you heard correctly. A bolt cutter. One day, while walking in the back part of a campground, I noticed a locked service gate just 200 yards from a side road. The main exit was nearly a mile through trees to get to the main road. I thought, what if there's a wildfire, tornado, flash flood, or panicked drivers clogging the only exit? When I got back home from that trip, well, I tossed a bolt cutter in the truck. Again in the truck, not the camper. I might not have time to hook up the camper in an emergency. Haven't used it, but if I ever need it, I'll be glad it's there. All right, since you made it this far, here's one more thing most people miss. Map before you nap. Always know the layout of the campground. Mark your site, the bathhouse, any exits, and nearby features. Even in the age of GPS, when the power's out or fog rolls in, your phone might not help. And really, don't rely on cell phone coverage for your only map. And since we're already talking about that, here's something else to keep in mind. GPS apps on your phone may not work in an emergency. So we bought a used Garmin GPS at a thrift store. This works off satellites, not cell towers. And ours had lifetime map updates. I figured it might come in handy, and last year it did. On a trip through Georgia and into Tennessee post-Hurricane Helene, we lost cell service for 3 hours. That Garmin guided us down winding back roads while towing the trailer. It was a big-time saver and kept us going safely. You can find them cheap on eBay, at thrift stores, or yard sales. We only paid about $5. Worth it? Every penny. Well, that wraps up this video, so if you found a nugget in here that made you nod your head, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and follow along with Living the Journey, where the road's not just a route, it's the story.